This is the Pistenklause, a humble Italian restaurant in the country, and also Germany's greatest shrine to racing drivers. It's where Nurburgring racers meet to trade stories, to brag, to commiserate, to salute those who prevailed and those who were vanquished.
Let's have a look in here.
Oh yeah.
This is amazing.
Are we cool enough to write things on the walls?
No, I think you need some provenance.
There's Walter Roll, yeah.
Ari Vatanen?
Is it the closer to the bar, the more important the driver? Is that how? Is there a shumi over here somewhere?
It's a kind of mecca, isn't it? It represents driving enthusiasm in Europe. I think if you were to sort of cite a site of religious interest or something for motorists in Europe, this would be it. And rightly so, because it is the most interesting track, and I think its fascination lies in the fact that none of us can quite understand how it happened. Now, and of course, its history is that it was an infrastructure project. It was built here because the Germans wanted to bring a source of income and revenue to northern Germany, which at the time was impoverished. So it's an amazing socialist statement of now capitalist excess. It's a paradox in itself, and like all things that we don't understand. And it's amazing because it remains the ultimate challenge for a street driver. It remains the ultimate challenge, I think, for a racing driver. And you can try and toy with it. I do think it's immortal. People talk about it dying, and it is Mark Twain in that respect. I think people talk about that too quickly. It will survive. It probably needs to change a bit, but there's only so much you can do with it. It's so outrageous that you can't kind of sanitize it, because then it wouldn't be what it is.
You know, it's interesting that the Nurburgring as such a destination, right, has resisted any attempts to turn it into a theme park, right? Because roller coaster, nobody's on it. You know, like changing hands and weird stuff happening. It's resisted all of that stuff. I mean, it's always about this thing, and the drivers and the races and the racing.
The faith in its citizens to not kill each other on the highway here is crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, it's totally reasonable if you just say, oh, well, we've built good cars, we've built good roads, and we train these people in how to use these things, and it sort of just works. But in America, that would never work.
No.
There's too much self-interest going on, you know what I mean? And too much going, well, I don't need that training. I don't need to service my car. I don't need to check my fluids, it's fine.
Everybody's on the same page here.
Yeah.
But it's self-discipline, isn't it? They're a very disciplined society. So I think it will survive, but it might need to change a bit, that's all. There's one thing that you need to acknowledge though, and Rob will agree with me as a local, that there's only one thing that comes close to driving the Nordschleife, and that's the drive from here to Spa, which is absolutely off the clock, isn't it, in a fast car? Because people forget that a lot of the testing that goes on with manufacturers, they come here to basically break the cars on the track. Yeah. But to do the setup, they use the roads around here, because the roads are better than the track. And the road from here to Spa,
is it?
Outrageous. You'll go this afternoon.
Yeah? Or epic?
All of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Epic all of it.